This is a walkthrough for a transmission fluid oil change on a 2002 Honda Accord V6 EX edition. Some of the supplies that you'll end up needing are transmission fluid. You'll need between 3 to 5 quarts depending on how much you end up draining out of your transmission fluid or out of your transmission. Additionally, you'll need an open-ended wrench. The bolt on there doesn't need a socket, but it'll need this head right here to get inside to open it. Additionally, you'll need a crush bolt, washer, and a turkey baster. You may ask yourself why you need a turkey baster. The turkey baster with inside here is kind of a makeshift funnel. And if you notice right here, this is your transmission fluid dipstick. We're going to use the turkey baster to basically act as a funnel inside here. Your other option is opening the actual transmission fluid bolt, and I'll go ahead and point to this right here. The transmission fluid bolt is right there. Right here. And I don't have the tools for this, but the last time I ended up doing it, you needed an extension wrench and a special little bit tiny bigger socket to get inside there, and also a breaker wrench. And so I don't have those tools, so the next best thing is a turkey baster. And we're going to go ahead and undo the. Make sure whenever you put your car on either ramps like this or you jack up your car along with some jack stands, that you always have somebody to have here to help you to make sure that you don't get basically, leveled by your car. The transmission on this car is on the driver's side towards the front, and you can identify this by this bolt right here. And with that bolt, we're going to use this open-ended wrench, and then we're going to turn counterclockwise to release all that. Make sure that you replace the bolt right here. Now what I'm going to do next is open this up and let it drain, and it should drain between 3.5 to 4 quarts depending on how much is in there and how much I'm willing to wait to let it go. So we're going to turn it counterclockwise to remove. I'm going to go ahead and basically what we've done is we've loosened up the bolt here within your transmission fluid, and make sure when you remove it you aim your pan a little bit further to your right so that all the transmission fluid comes out at a decent rate. Whenever you're replacing your fluid, what we end up doing is using a turkey baster, the funnel on there to get right in the dipstick, and then using another funnel up here so you have a little bit more room to fill it in. I fill in about 3 quarts, and then I always check the dipstick between 3 to 4 quarts. I usually do another half quart, and then I check accordingly. To finish this up, some folks recommend end up refilling and dumping your transmission fluid after you replace it about 3 times to get all of the transmission fluid out. Since the bolt is closer to the top of the car, if you have it raised like this, you'll end up only displacing partial amounts of the transmission fluid out. In my opinion, you should remove and replace the transmission oil 3 to 4 times per session. I'm a little cheap, but it kind of depends on what you want to do. I usually replace my transmission fluid between 15 to 20K, 1,000 miles. But to truly do it, you should basically run it for a day or so, and then the next day refill and repeat for about 3 times total to get it through. So best of luck. Hope your transmission fluid change goes well, and make sure you always use the genuine stuff, and best of luck.